Tensions between India and China escalated early in the May after reports of skirmishes in eastern Ladakh's Pangong Lake region. The Chinese soldiers patrolling the lake on motorboats and incursions by the Chinese choppers across the line of actual control. To defuse the situation, high-level talks are held between the senior military commanders and also begin the mutual disengagement in some parts of the eastern Ladakh. Though there are a lot of reasons like trade and economic pressure exerted by the United States of America and China to divert the US investments from China to other countries like India, and also the rapidly increasing trade deficit of India with China around 36.22 billion US dollars, and the recent ongoing movement on abolishment of the Chinese products and much more. So come, let's see the Indian-China relationship from the past few decades. Before that, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon for more videos. Come, let's see.
Cultural and economic relations of India and China date back to ancient times. Silk Road served as a major trade route between two countries and facilitating the spread of Buddhism from India to East Asia. During the 19th century, China's growing opium trade with British East India Company triggered First and Second Opium Wars. First Opium War 1839 to 1842. In this war, British Navy defeated the Qing dynasty of China and imposed a treaty that granted Hong Kong Islands to British. Second Opium War 1856 to 1860. In this war, French and British Empire together fought with the Qing dynasty and defeated it. After that, Kowloon Peninsula and Stonecutters Island ceded to UK as part of Hong Kong. Now India and China are two most popular countries, fastest growing economies in the world. Most of the countries banking on economies of China and India. Since China is a communist country, India has the edge as it is a democratic country and the market is open and scrutinized. After independence, India-China have been categorized by some problems, that is, border disputes, stapled visas, strings of pearls, water disputes. Now we'll see one by one in detail. Border disputes. The first one is Indo-China War 1962. A dispute Himalayan border is the main cause of the war. Results Chinese victory. Casualties India 1383, China 722. Nalan Chola clashes 1967. These are a series of military clashes between India and China alongside of the Himalayan kingdom of Sikkim. Results Indian victory. Casualties India 88, China 340. Sino-Indian skirmish. It was the third military conflict between China and India occurred at the Samdorang Chu Valley, Arunachal Pradesh. Doklam standoff. This is the final 2017. It's a military standoff between Indian Army, People's Liberation Army of China over Chinese construction of a road in Doklam near Trijunction border area known as Donglang. Unlike China and Bhutan, India does not claim Doklam but supports Bhutan's claim as it is very important for India to lay a resistance at narrow part which connects northeast India to Indians. The second problem between India and China is stapled visas. When you go to a foreign country, the immigration officials stamp your passports with a visa defining the details of your stay. What China does to the residents of Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir in India is stamping a piece of paper and stamped it to the visa, instead stamping in passport directly. What does this mean? Well, this policy discriminates against certain Indian citizens from Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir because the Chinese government does not think Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir is a state of another country. Instead, Chinese claims it as their own. It is a huge insult for India because this act of China violates Indian sovereignty. The third problem between China and India is string of pearls. It is a geopolitical theory on potential Chinese intention in Indian Ocean region. It refers to the network of Chinese military and commercial facilities extended from Chinese mainland to southern port connecting. This is a huge concern to India because Chinese dominance in Indian Ocean region increased predominantly. And the fourth problem between China and India is water disputes. Brahmaputra River is the fifth largest river by flow. As China is constructing hydroelectric power plants, dams across the river to alter and divert the flow to Chinese side. Although no clear data exists, but we can fairly assume that 30% of water from Brahmaputra river can be controlled by China.